Let's learn something from this story. There's especially something to learn here today if you do construction like me. Some of you might be familiar with this story and the lessons, and some of you might not. If you don't know me, my name is Jesse Demler. I go by Slim Brick here on TikTok. I do masonry, brick masonry specifically, not the free kind. And you can like and follow me here. Really appreciate it, but let's get into this. This is the story of Icarus, the boy who flew too close to the sun. If you don't know this story, it's about Icarus and his father who escape imprisonment with some wings that his father built that were made of glue and feathers. And before they escape, his father tells him not to fly too close to the sun or too close to the ocean. Too close to the sun is the glue on his wings will melt. Too close to the ocean and the water will ruin his wings and he'll fall anyway. At first it's really hard for Icarus to fly, but soon thereafter he starts to get his confidence up, kind of figures things out, lets his ego drive him, and he's flying all over the place, right? And our story ends with him ignoring his father's advice and flying too close to the sun, where the glue on his wings melts and he falls to his death. A death caused by overconfidence and ego. Now, why would I say that someone in construction can learn from that story? It's because when times are really good, which they are and they have been for a little while, you're making a lot of money, you might get overconfident. You might fly a little too close to the sun as a construction worker, and you don't want to do that. But you also don't want to fly too close to the water because the spray from the ocean will also ruin your wings. And I say that because you don't want to take on things that are too cheap either. And that's the two ways to kill your career. It's also two ways to kill your business. If we get overconfident and bank on times being good, always being good, and never thinking that they may get bad, kind of ignoring all of our warnings, we're going to over leverage ourselves, go buy all this new equipment, pay for all this stuff, get all these toys and all this stuff, and then when the money dries up, you're fucked. But on the flip side of that, if you play too conservative and you fly too close to the ocean and you're taking really cheap jobs just to stay in business, you're not making any profit, you're just doing work to stay busy, you're also going to cut your own throat. So while I encourage you not to be overconfident, I also encourage you to exercise a little bit of confidence in yourself. You may not be God's gift to this earth, but you're damn sure worth charging a little bit more for your trade, especially if you've taken the time to learn it and produce a quality product. In closing, just remember not to fly too close to the sun, assuming that times are always going to be good. Money comes in waves. It's really good at sometimes, it's really bad at sometimes, and you need to be able to weather that storm. So don't over leverage yourself with debt and toys and equipment and all that stuff when you might not be able to pay for it later. Stack the right money when the time is good. And don't fly too close to the ocean either and undercut yourself, because you need to be able to stack a little bit of money so that you can prepare for when times are bad as well.